EMS report, Joe's out today, so we're going to go down to the jail report.
Okay, today we have a total of 148 inmates. We have 2 in Hardin County, 1 on home incarceration. We have 32 state inmates. We have 6 that are serving weekends. We have 3 that's out to another county in court. So we have an in-house total of 135. The June daily average controlled intake was 722 man days. We averaged 24 a day. Class D's was 396 man days, so we averaged 13 a day for Class D's. Nelson County was 3,228 man days. That's a daily average of 107 inmates. Our total for the month of June was 4,346 man days. That's a daily average of 144 inmates. New arrest, we had males was 160, females was 60. That's a total of 220. Releases, it was 139 males, 61 females, total of 200 releases. Sentenced inmates out of district court, we have 13. 3 of these are serving weekends. Waiting for court, we have 32. Home incarceration, there's 1. None of them is doing community service work. They're not even eligible for it. State inmates, we have controlled intake, we have 21. We have 11 Class Ds. We have 2 that is serving weekends out of circuit. We have 6 that's performing community service. We have 5 that's on work release. Circuit, we've got 3 that's out of circuit court, but they're sentenced to jail time misdemeanors. Drug court, we have 11. In circuit court, waiting for court, we have 51. So we have a total of 83 that has not been sentenced. So that's all I have to report.
The court's information, we started some preliminary discussions with the state prosecutor's office about having what they call a rocket docket court, trying to expedite people's, get the people out of our county jail system faster. And I've got some paperwork on that. I'm going to make some copies for you over the next couple of weeks to read. But it would involve the court participating financially with the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the prosecutor's office. And our hopes would be to save county money at the jail and put more state prisoners in our jail versus the county prisoners. But not that we really have county prisoners. We're all county prisoners until they go to court, aren't you, Matthew? And the whole idea is to get them through the system faster. And they tell me it's working in some of the other counties. We've talked about it for several years, but we will be making a presentation somewhere along the line. Yes. Questions on that? You do? Talk to Matthew. I understand the concept. Landfill solid waste report.
I've been getting familiar with all the permitting, sampling, and testing, and working on the NOI for the mapping for this middle of the new landfill. We brought up the high lift burning oil. It's burned probably 2 quarts of oil since last meeting, so it's not burned a lot, but we're going to go and get the specs ready to bid new, and so we have the numbers for new.
Have you ever reasoned any where the problem's coming from?
We had Ronnie Dadisman, and he could not determine exactly what it was. There's either a thought process, there's an injector possibly sticking, and it's more fuel, what we're seeing, than oil. And the fuel actually turns black once it goes through the engine itself, as far as the charcoal and heat and whatnot. So we don't know, Keith, to be honest with you. But
Well,
it's only
most of
burned.
the time is fuel and sand black smoke.
Why did we increase?
So, that being said, a quart and a half was 100 hours is what we ran it since last time.
That ain't too bad.
Ain't too bad.
No.
Can you pull a sample and send it to Caterpillar and let them test it?
This guy's pretty good. Ronnie's pretty good.
So Ronnie said it could be just a seal somewhere leaking a little bit, but usually a ring on an engine burns a whole lot more oil than that.
Yeah, he just said run. Don't let it idle.
Something like that. So that's what I was working on when you guys were talking earlier. I'm thinking maybe the first week of August we may open up bids on that high lift and then, again, we're just bidding. We can bring back to you guys where we're at with it, how the existing one's done, and we can make a decision at that point in time. So we're kind of
Good.
cautiously entering this as we move forward.
Road Department report? That's all you had, John?
Good.
Jim?
We're bush hogging, still, of course, currently in District 1, we've completed the third round of 2. District 1 is the third round also. We usually get about 4 rounds done in the season, as long as we don't have any major breakdowns. We've done pretty good on that this year. We're still boom mowing. We're staffing the boom mower full-time this year, trying to get caught up with rain and everything's just out. We get a lot of complaints with winds and stuff in the road, so we're trying to keep that staffed as best we can. Puts some of our crews a little light, but it still works. But when we start asphalt patching, it's going to be tough to boom mow because I need the people, so we'll keep going at it. We've worked a lot of different small projects. Had a little problem up on Leonard Hall Road. Work on Moss Brown. We're working today there. Just all the heavy rain we've had. Those type of roads don't do well, but we fix them. Concrete curb and gutter repair North Higher Street. Ditches and culverts, Behan, Stoner, Leslie Clark, Murray Run, Edwards Avenue, Quarter Lane, Moss Brown. We've done work everywhere, so. Done a little work out at the fairgrounds for the fair to get those guys ready on grade and put some gravel and whatnot out there at the, where the rides go. So that's about that part of it.
It was nice getting some good phone calls on the boom
On
mower.
the boom mowing, yeah. And, you know, it's like I said, we can staff it full time. I got 2 4-man crews running around. When they're on vacation, we put you down to 3. As long as they don't need flagging, we're okay. But when we pave, it takes 8 to 9 people.
Yeah, takes some
It
crews.
just takes that.
Well, they've done an excellent job.
So, Dean, one thing on this, there's a request out there for Freeman Avenue to put speed humps. I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up today.
Well, we talked, is that Woodlawn Springs?
It's
Woodlawn Springs Patio Home.
Patio Home Association?
I'd like to go ahead and move forward.
Their majority was over 70% on their
Yes.
association.
They've met all
First,
the-
of course, there's a little skew in that, certainly in
It
this
is.
vote, that one property owner owned several lots.
They
He's
have
the original
met-
developer.
If we want to hold, we can hold, let you evaluate it. I know you've been.
No, whatever, Sam, I'm okay with it.
I mean, I've looked at the application, meets the rules, but it does say in our policy, you guys got to approve the placement of this thing, so.
And if they're willing to pay for it, I'm willing to.
And that was the deal, they agreed to pay for it and maintain it if it's torn up, so.
I think they put the right ones in. I think the ones they bought the last time wasn't approved.
No, that was a different association.
Yeah.
You have Woodlawn Springs, and you've got Patio Home Association.
Yeah.
And they're, even though they're beside each other,
Two
they're two different
different
organizations.
What did you
The
say
same
about
ones.
the wrong one?
No, one's over.
I know, but I mean, they're all Woodlawn
Yeah,
Springs.
Yes, but 2 different groups.
Okay.
But I'd make a motion to have Jim work with Mr. Croom on the placement of this speed hump.
Motion's been made, is there a second to that motion? Second by Jerry Hahn. Any further discussion? All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapproved?
Yeah, Jerry, this was an inherited one anyway from you. Thank
The
you.
lane, I give that's the petition and the application. I'll just add.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other association, they voted it down consistent.
Yes, consistent on stop signs and speed humps.
The other thing, there's just a minor thing. We got an unnamed street in Chapman, Jerry. I'd like for you to work on trying to get a name for it. Have you done anything?
We're aware of it, yeah, we talked about it.
Okay, I can give you this thing.
Of email, so. Yeah, I'm aware of it, Jim, I just, and you know what I'm talking about.
Right, and then the other thing is, I sent you, and I know you've been off team and stuff, these dump trucks we had in the budget to buy used dump trucks, and we had.
Used, were they used, were we going to buy?
Yeah, we had
Looked like a new price to me.
$14,000?
I thought it was $30,000.
No, the budget was $35,000.
Yeah.
He wants to spend about
State
30,
trucks,
right?
probably.
These are state dump trucks. Steve went and looked at them. and I don't, you don't need anything today, Dean, but I do
I,
want y'all to
yeah,
study them a little
yeah, the
bit.
committee hadn't really looked at them.
Look at them, here's the thing, is they've got a hold on them where they're gonna sell them. And we got another week or two, but I think we'll try to put another hold on them. They're gonna auction them off, is what they're gonna do.
Counties get first divvies at the state.
Right, and as long as we
Cities.
tell them to hold them, they will. One of them's, the only thing these things would basically be used for is plowing. The beds on my two red trucks are pretty well shot as far as rusted out. The bed is $15,000. These trucks are about $15,000 each, you know. is
What year trucks are they?
They're not real young, I don't like it. One's a 2004, one's a 2001 with 98,000, one's a 2004 with 80,000. 2001's
Mileage is not bad.
Again, our mechanic thinks they'll work well for plowing. You know, that's what they'll be set up to do, because I don't need them for day-to-day stuff. I got 4 tandems and plenty of trucks to operate day-to-day.
Pass that information around, Jim, real fast here, if you don't mind. You sent emails on that, and I just haven't digested it.
I never seen a picture of them. I took me to.
Well, you need to get a computer to look at it, and it's hard to see these pictures. And the other thing is, they got a mechanic's truck, and that, I don't know if you picked up on that, $7,500 for a 2011. And it's a nice truck, it's really good shape, of course, about 20 grand. It was a suggestion that we park our bucket truck, which is, we gotta work on that truck quite often, it's just hard on that 9-speed driving and stuff. It'd be a good truck to buy for the price, and it would be a good truck for our maintenance man to drive and use, and then the bucket truck gets parked. That's the best deal of the whole bunch, is that
Yeah, the
mechanic
beds.
truck.
The beds. What's the GBW on these trucks? 26,
small.
I guess.
This is the one they call the baby tandem.
The baby tandem's about 10,000 less, ours is 56,000, 58,000, it's probably 48,000. They sell those trucks, they use those trucks in eastern Kentucky, or not so much eastern Kentucky, but areas with the rural area, they use a little bigger than a single axle. It's a lighter weight truck. It'd be a nice truck to put on our snow route, some of them, because like the power shop area, we send a single axle, and he can make it sure it's back, very soft and stuff like that.
This truck here, is it 6.7 in it? 6.4.
6'4" and 1, I think.
This first year it came out, 6.7 was 2011, so.
We talking about the maintenance truck?
Yeah.
Dean, that's an extra thing now, I think.
I know. I picked up on it.
You're real quiet, I just didn't.
I picked up on that in your email.
Yeah, his calculator's going off. You can see the eyeballs going.
It's a nice truck for the price. I mean, it's a.
The downside is, yeah, and Mark does it, you know, I can see that where he put a lot of mileage on his bucket truck.
But it's wearing it out, that's the shift.
But also, an idle truck has problems too.
I understand. When we need the bucket truck, we need it to
Yeah.
work.
I'm talking about, you know, sitting around and operational wise, and it takes good care of it, real good care
Oh,
of it.
yeah, he does a good job. I checked it over with him, I wouldn't push anything on anybody if they got that, but he thinks it'd be a good opportunity. Just, you know, it's just something to think about.
I would prefer if the court would allow this, to have the committee review this for at least a day or so. And if you could, if the committee would recommend, you could go ahead and authorize the purchase of that today. If the committee thinks.
I'd like to look at it.
Yep.
That's what I'd like to do.
It's
You like to look at what, go down there and look at them?
Where they at, Frank?
Yeah. That'd be fine. You can go down there with Steve. or
But that's a two-wheel drive
You
on
probably
mechanic
working
truck
on
too,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's something else, but he act like it. You know, it's just a good buy.
It's heavy enough though, he wasn't in any trouble with it though. I can't believe it just sold that for, we looked at some used ones not too long ago, it was $19,000.
So Steve said that one's about worth 20 grand. It's 7,500. The guy's taking real good care of
Anybody
it.
else want to see these? Well, why don't we do that, could we get a motion to authorize the purchase of the vehicles here, provided that the committee, give the approves of the 2 dump trucks and the single, and the pickup truck. It's all within our budget. And
I'm okay with that.
we've never bought a whole lot of state surplus before we did early on when I was judge.
Brad, you need to be involved since you don't have the headache of them breaking.
But in fairness to the state, I got the notice they're going to get ready to offer those to the public.
Sure.
And we need, if they're going to get them, we need to
Where
move
they
on.
located, state garage in front?
I'm not sure.
How'd they come up
Steve can
with
find
that?
out.
Give me an address.
How'd they come up with that price? Is that what the average price
I
has
don't
been
know that.
bringing on auctions or?
They
You know,
found
for that
that,
maintenance truck, it being a 2011 at 7,500 and then 14,000 for a 2001, that's.
I think a lot of that is
Those trucks have
two-wheel
beds on,
drive.
right, the baby dumps?
Do what?
Those trucks have beds on,
Yes,
and what, they're in decent shape?
they're in decent shape.
Okay.
Could I get a motion from the board authorizing?
But it's, they're.
That purchase
Get us back
pending the
3 or 4 years.
committee's approval.
Sand salt spray.
I'll make that motion, as long as Sam goes to.
Motion to approve
It's
by
a
Keith,
decent
Metcalf,
job.
second by Jeff Lear. Any further discussion? All approve, say aye. Disapprove? Motion carries.
I'll try to.
I have
get you that.
reservations.
I will try to get you an answer this week. How about that?
I'm gonna get two votes, it doesn't matter.
But don't be bad.
With reservations, I want you to just know this in case if the engine blows up or something, a week later, I can say, I told you so.
Well, the engine can go up on a new one.
That's right, that's right.
Well, we got one now with a warranty problem, that they want us to pay some money first. That's another bad one, but, yeah.
Anything else you got, Jim? I got the blacktop list.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this striping list.
Okay.
Let you look it over.
Okay.
I've been hit up.
Yeah, we need to do
about
that.
striping, so
Yes, we got about 3 of them we're gonna do immediately.
Potter shop needs it bad.
Y'all
We're
figure
gonna do
out,
that,
we can do
January
them all or
3rd.
none, or?
But the weather was bad.
Yeah, the memory is just as bad as the weather. I think, as well.
Can we go ahead?
While we're in the road department, the little handicap sign behind the courthouse down there needs to be replaced.
Handicap sign.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
which
handicap
courthouse?
parking,
You mean the
the behind
annex?
Sutherland, yes, behind Sutherland building. And I'm not sure it's on the property adjacent to it, but they use it for county parking as well. So do we put that sign up? Or does he-
I think that's our property.
But no, you're talking about over here.
Right
behind the
behind the
Chappies.
annex building down here.
Behind the Chappies is the city.
Okay.
But we can put up signs.
Yeah, it's just a little
Yeah,
handicap sign.
I'll take it. It's public, so. I think the city done a little lease with that.
Well, somebody's gonna get a
See, that
ticket.
one time that was tourism on that property.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody's gonna get a ticket, it's because you can't really tell it's handicap parking. Okay?
Blacktop list, I got District 4. Jeff Lear, I made you guys, or he made you guys a copy of the roads that he wants to do with his county money. Number 1 is Hibbs Lane. The other one's Spalding Lane, Locust Grove Court, All Loop, and Phoenician Way. Entertain a motion to approve that list. I hope so. You went back and forth 3 or 4 times. Second by Jerry Hahn. All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? The motion will carry. Sam, did you have something that you wanted to discuss?
Well, I could do part of it, I'd rather wait and do it all next.
That'd be
meeting
fine.
if
I
it's-
just had you,
They got plenty.
I had you on my radar.
Mago's got plenty of asphalt, guys, so we won't run out.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, we'll get together, finalize your percent.
Jim and I went through it last week and looked, and it's just a matter of trying to decide which ones really need the most.
Mr. Metcalf's got a couple.
None of it's falling in though, is it? Is there anything something that has to be repaired in your district?
Depends on where you look.
I was lucky enough to get half hour Jim Lamo's time
Half
last
hour.
Friday.
Half an hour, right, all day.
Well, maybe
I had
most
to
of the
threaten
day.
to kick him out up on Leonard Hall Road, or I wasn't gonna get back to the office.
I'd like to see
You gonna leave me up there? Car don't go by there about every 2 days, you gonna leave me up there?
Recreation report, let's move on.
I met with Mike Rogers 2 weeks ago about the walking path. I still haven't heard back from him about a bid or anything. He said there's a couple places that are going to be rough to get to because of where the fencing has been moved back up on the path, so getting equipment, so that's probably what's holding it up. He said that it might have to put it down by hand or whatnot, but so we're just waiting on him to get back with a bid on that.
Okay.
And then we're working on trying to refurbish some of the soccer goals, just trying to repaint them and sand them down and try to look a little nicer. Try to help the soccer association out because they're, I think he said they're like $1,400 a set. They're just trying to refurbish them,
Paint them.
make them look a little better.
Anything else?
Park looks nice, Tom.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, that,
You guys under old new business, have anything else to report to the court or bring up?
I think we're good.
Anybody in the audience have anything to report, or Sheriff, you have anything on your mind?
I've got a lot on my mind.
It's time to adjourn then. Motion to adjourn by Bernard Ice, second by Jeff Lear. All approved, say aye. Disapprove. Motion carried.